Happy Metaphysical Monday. So, today we're going to do a meditation. So, I wanted to do a little bit of talking and then we'll get into a guided meditation. So, if you've already read the description or the title, this is going to be really for kind of strengthening your intuition or your third eye. But I did want to talk a little bit about meditation in general before we begin, if that's okay. If not, go ahead and fast forward. But I don't have a lot of routine. Like I struggle with sticking to a routine, like bedtime routines and stuff like that. I just want to go with the flow more, so I have trouble sticking with routine. But one thing that I definitely do as much as possible, almost every day. There are a lot of days where I don't do this, but I like to get up before the kids. Usually my husband works very early, so I usually get up around the time that he's getting up or leaving, and I have a good hour at least of peace and quiet before the kids get up and start screaming and needing me to do stuff for them. So that is one thing that I do almost every day, and during that time I will meditate, shower, have a cup of coffee, whatever. But that's one thing that I really stick to as much as possible. Other routines kind of not so much, but that one is important to me. I have to have that quiet time to get my energy straightened out before shit hits the fan. So if you're a mom, you get it. But anyways, so meditation, a lot of people struggle with because our brains are chatterboxes and they think they know everything, our brain, and they want to be heard. And so meditation to me, and to a lot of people as far as I know, is more about kind of not really turning your brain off, but quieting your brain and not letting it control your thoughts, if that makes sense. But a lot of people have trouble shutting that part down. A lot of people give up on meditating because their brain just keeps going a mile a minute. Like they can't stop thinking about stuff, which is totally okay. That's what happens because your brain's like, yes, they're not doing anything. I'm going to make as much noise as possible. It's like when you're going to bed and you start thinking about all this random shit that's happened, or what you're going to do the next day, or what you would have said in this situation had you had time to think of a response. Your brain just starts going crazy when you quiet down because it's like, yes, now I can think. Now I can have my say. So you want to allow your brain, it's fine if thoughts come in, but you can't give them the attention. It's like a kid or a dog, like they start nagging or whatever and you give them attention, it just feeds it and they continue. And like, when a kid is being bad, you don't want to give them attention for it, right? Same thing with your brain. When it starts like popping thoughts in when you're trying to calm down or not think, because what's the first thing you do when you say, okay, don't think? You're thinking about not thinking. So it's nearly impossible until you get to like mastery stages to shut it off. But anyways, my main point was it's tough. And it's tough in the beginning, especially to shut off your brain and calm yourself enough to like clear yourself. So 2 things. 1, guided meditations will help in the beginning. That's why I'm doing these. But guided meditations help because it helps focus at least your brain. So if you can't shut it off, at least focus it on something. But this is going to be an exercise in your visual cues for your intuition. And then the second thing about meditation is it's okay if thoughts come in. Just don't attach to them. Which I already said, but don't attach to them. It's okay to think, like if a thought pops up, okay, I see you, and don't continue to think about it. Don't build on it. Don't give it attention. Okay, I see you. Now you can go away. And the more you exercise your meditation abilities, I guess, the easier it will be to let the thoughts go. And eventually your brain will be like, okay, this is what they're doing now. This is what she's doing now, or this is what he's doing now. He's not listening to me. And then your brain will stop going, holy shit, they're not doing anything. They can listen to me now. And then just start rambling on. Your brain will just ramble. So eventually that will subside. You don't have to meditate for hours and hours and hours, although some people do, and I would if I could. But you'll just start with 5 minutes. Taking a pause in your day and taking like 3 deep breaths, that's a meditation. It counts, right? So this meditation is going to be for really using your visual cues for your intuition. So when I say something like they're showing me, or I'm seeing, or I'm getting, it's not like a picture will pop up necessarily. I can't like not like directly in front of my face, but it's almost like your imagination. The difference between having a visual cue from spirit and your imagination is that your imagination, you're thinking about it, which triggers it. Your intuition comes in differently. It will pop in first and then you think about it, right? So if that makes sense to you, if it doesn't make sense to you, leave me a comment and I'll elaborate a little bit. But so what spirit uses to give you visual cues, when somebody says they're clairvoyant, is usually something that you've seen before, because they have to have something to go off of. So if you're not super experienced in life in general, or stuff, feather, like what would a feather mean to you? Something different. So they will use something that's in your experience. That way you can understand what they're trying to show you. So what we're going to do today is a little exercise that I do that will help strengthen that. You are using your imagination for this, but it's really to help learn control of those visual cues, so that you can tell a difference. So get comfortable, laying down, sitting up. You don't have to be sitting straight up and down with your chakras in perfect alignment with the sun or some shit like that. So you just get comfortable. It's more about the mind than your physical body, especially for this exercise. So just get comfortable, get in a place. If you're driving, stop the video and do this later. But so get comfortable, and we're going to do a quick little meditation. So I'll be back in a second. Okay. Now that you're nice and comfortable, go ahead and close your eyes. And take a deep breath in and exhale audibly. So it's going to be like this. One more deep breath. Okay, now you can just breathe naturally, normally how you would breathe. Just paying attention to your breath. Now with your eyes closed in your mind's eye, I want you to imagine a butterfly. This butterfly can be any shape that you want it to be. It can can look like a butterfly you've seen before or something you can make up in your imagination. Just picture a butterfly with its wings spread open. All right, notice the color of the butterfly's wings. Are there more than one color? Is there a pattern? Just look at all of the details of the wings of this butterfly. Once you have noticed all of the details you can see, you're going to take a deep breath in, and when you breathe out, the butterfly is going to close its wings and then open them back up. So breathe in, wings closed. Breathe out, the wings open back up. Do they look the same? Did the wings pattern change? Did the color change? Observe the wings. And this time, when you breathe in, I want you to expect the wings to change. Okay, so the next breath in, they close. Wings open back up. Observe the wings again, noting any changes. And then continue doing this. You can do it with every breath, or just when you're ready for the butterfly's wings to change. And then breathe in, the wings close. And breathe out, they open back up to something different. Now think about whether or not you've been telling them what to change to. Did you know beforehand what color they were going to be the next time they open? Or were you surprised? And on your next inhale, I want you to plan what color they're going to be. Breathe in. Exhale, they open up to the exact color you specified. And do it again. Breathe in. Wings are opening back up to a different color or pattern. You get to decide what the wings will look like. Inhale, wings close. Exhale, they open up to something else that you decide. Okay. And on the next breath in, I want you to say goodbye to the butterfly. And as you exhale, watch it float away. When the butterfly is gone, bring your awareness back to your breath. Feel the air going through your nostrils and into your chest. Okay, check in with your body. Bring your awareness to your legs and your arms. Go ahead and wiggle your toes and your fingers, wake them back up. And when you're ready, go ahead and open your eyes. Maybe even do a little stretch. And I want to thank you for doing this meditation with me. Feel free to do this on your own or come back to the guided if you need help focusing your brain. Don't forget to check out the playlist in the description box for other videos like this. Thank you again, and have a beautiful day.